Hi cupcakes, welcome back to my channel Taekook Knotted. Today's story is Vampire's Love episode 5, the most awaited part. In this video, storyline, character, voice, editing, photos, everything is mine. And if you don't want the voiceover, then please silence the voice. Today's shoutouts goes to Malin that toxic one, HP Travels and Tours, Hafia Sultana, and Mrs. Jimin. Muskan Ahuja, Mrs. Jimin, Aditya Rao, Daniel Benes, and Kara 2016. I hope that you all will enjoy this video, so let's get started. Previously on Vampire's Love episode 4. JK, I love you, my queen. They, I love you too, my king. They smiled ear to ear. They was trying to savor the moment as much as possible, even though he was really hungry and didn't say anything about it until their stomachs grumbled loudly. JK chuckles. The food must be coming, love. Wait for a while. And the food came. Knock, knock. JK, come in. Staff came with a food trolley, and seeing the food, they licked his lips. Staff left the food in the room and left. JK, come baby, let's sit and eat. They sat on the bed, and JK served his food and served him as well. It's really yummy. JK, I'm happy that you loved it. JK, baby, you are already tired from the long journey, and tomorrow you have to go meet the people of our kingdom. It will be more tiring. Yeah. JK, you should sleep. They nodded and lay on bed. As his back hit the mattress, he slept. He didn't even bother to take a bath. Well, who cares? They already smells like jasmines. JK smiled while looking at Tay and laid beside him while hugging him. JK whispers, I hope that I am able to protect you, my love. JK pecks Tay's forehead and slept. Next morning, knock knock. No answer. Knock knock. Again, nobody opened. Knock knock. JK opening. JK opened the door and saw Jin standing there. JK annoyed. Yo, why are you being so noisy in the morning? Jin, well, if you're forgetting today, they have to go in the town to meet the citizens, and you have to announce that you found your queen. JK, yeah, I remember, but we can do this later in the afternoon. Why now? Jin, you coconut head. Everyone will come soon in the royal court, so come fast, eat your breakfast, and then all of us will go in the court. And then Jimin Tae and I have to go to the town as well. JK, fine. JK shuts the door and went to his queen who was sleeping soundly. JK, Tae, wake up, love. JK cares Tae's hair. Tae slowly opened his eyes and smiled while looking at JK. JK, babe, get ready. You have to go to town to meet the citizens. Tae, okay. Tae packs JK's lips and left to go in the washroom. Tae, oh my god. JK worriedly rushed inside the washroom. JK, what happened? Are you okay? JK said while frantically checking Tae's face, hands for any signs of injury. Tae, Cookie, nothing happened. I was just shocked by seeing the bathroom. It's so elegant. JK, thanks love. Now take a bath. Tae, okay. They looked at Chicken. Chicken looked at They confusingly while tilting his head. They raised an eyebrow. Chicken, oh yeah, I should leave. Chicken left and they got dressed as he entered the room. Chicken made his way towards him. Chicken, you look so gorgeous. They fidgeting his fingers. Really? I thought that this is below soon to be queen's standard. JK, no darling, it's perfect. JK says while kissing Tae's one cheek. Tae thanks, looks away blushingly. JK, no need, love. Now wait here till I take a bath, and then we'll head towards dining area. Tae, okay. JK pats Tae's head and left. After 20 minutes, JK came all dressed in his vampire attire, and they stood up shockingly. JK, what? They, sometimes they forget that you are a vampire king. JK chuckled. JK, let's go, you must be hungry. They nodded and they went towards the dining room. Everyone was already sitting there with two seats left, the main seat and the seat beside that. They greeted everyone and started eating. RM and Jin were sitting together. Same goes for Tae and Jaemin. Yoongi was sitting at the other corner and JK was sitting on the main seat. Jin, Tae, are you excited to meet everyone in our kingdom? Tae, yes, very much. Yoongi, I think before Tae goes on a town ride, he should first visit the royal court. And then we'll go with Tae in different carts. JK, I have been meaning to say this, but Chunyong already decided, so I didn't interrupt it. JK, I agree with Yoongi's idea. Let's do it this way. Namjoon, okay then. I'll ask them to prepare 3 carts. JK nods. They, cart? Jin, yeah, a horse cart. Women, what? Jimin, I'm really excited to sit in a horse cart. They, me too. I haven't sat in a horse cart before. JK, I hope that you all will enjoy when we will go. They ate their food and left towards the royal court. Jin, I'll be taking Jimin with me to the first floor of the royal court, and you go inside the court when you'll be called. Why? Jin, because you are the queen, and you'll be sitting with Jungkook on his throne, and we will be sitting where family of main family sits, and Yoongi and Namjoon are part of the main family. Oh, Jin and Jimin left with Namgi Cook. The doors opened, and everyone sitting in the room, who are the royal ministers, stood up before their king. JK entered the room with his cool face, walking elegantly, with Namgi following 3 steps behind. JK stood by his throne, meanwhile, Namgi stood by their chair like throne, few steps below JK's. JK motioned everyone to sit on their seats and they bowed to JK before sitting. JK, I promised all of you to return back when I find my queen. Well, I completed the promise. I found my queen. And I would like you all to meet the queen of this kingdom. The doors opened and everyone again stood up looking down because no one can look at the queen until the king says so. They walked pridefully, climbing up the stairs to hold JK's hand, who was sticking it out for Tae to hold it. They happily held JK's hand and looked at everyone, who are looking at the ground, and then at Jin and Jimin, who were standing on the first floor of the court. It was like a small balcony with an elegant red sofa with golden outlining. JK, meet my queen, Kim Taeyang. Everyone looked at Tae and were mesmerized by his beauty. One by one, each minister came and bowed to Tae. JK, I would like it if you all give the same respect to Taeyang as you give it to me. Give him your loyalty, your services, and vow to protect him more than your life. Everyone bowed while standing on their places as a yes to what JK said. JK, good. JK and Tae sat on JK's throne, which is now of Tae as well. The other ministers sat as well. They listened to and solved the kingdom queries for a while. Taekook stood up and everyone stood up in 90-degree position to give respect to their king and queen. Taekook and Namgi walked out of the court and gathered on the staircase leading outside the castle with Jin and Jimin. Namjoon, the guards have prepared the carts. Let's go. They all went out of the palace and the couple sat in different carts. First cart was of Taekook, second of Namjoon and third of Yunmin. The cartman started the carriage by moving the ropes attached with the horses. With Taekook, 10 minutes later, they were sitting beside each other. Wow, the city is so beautiful. It's not like modern cities we have now. JK, are you enjoying? I am. It's really refreshing without any pollution. JK, yeah, that's true. Oh, look, we can see the palace from here. I didn't realize that the palace was on hilltop. JK, now if I think about leaving this place, it seems impossible. They, why would you want to leave such beautiful place at first place? JK held Tay's palm softly and kissed the back of his palm lovingly. JK, you don't know, love, how many bad memories I have of here. JK said as he looked at Tay at the palace through the window. Tay, there must be some good as well. JK, yeah, there are. Very few. Tay smiles. Then think about them. Why think about something bad when there is something good as well? JK chuckled. JK, you really have all the qualities to be a queen. So calm, gentle, and intelligent. You are so pretty for me. JK pecked his forehead. Now tell me, do you want to leave this place? JK, no. Let's stay here forever. JK opened his arms and they rested his hands on JK's gold designed corset with his head on his chest. Yes, let's stay here, closing eyes, forever. JK, today you'll know about everything from Jinyong and the cruel history of this place from Namjoon and Yoongi-young. I'll be waiting. JK smiles softly and pecked Tae's lips. You have announced that I'm your queen, but I'm not officially queen yet, so JK, we have to get married for you to officially become the queen of vampires. It's okay if you don't want to marry now. No, I'm ready. JK, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Look, Cookie, I don't have anyone in my life to call someone family. The only one I have is Jimin. And then you came in my life. I know it's been few days, but we are mates. And you make me happy. JK, you make me happy as well, my queen. And don't ever say that you don't have family. Now my family is yours too. Jin, yes. They turned and saw Jin and Namjoon in another carriage, which was right beside theirs. JK, were you listening to us the whole time? JK said through his side window. Jimin, yes. They turned again towards Tae's side window and saw Yunmin's carriage. Tae, you were listening as well? Jin, I swear I almost cried. Namjoon, almost? You were literally hitting me while saying how cute they are. Jin, shut up. Jin's eyes turned red as he was angry and Namjoon shuts his mouth. This happens almost every time now whenever Jin gets angry because he is pregnant and his mood swings are no joke. Namjoon, calm down, Jinny. Shh. Namjoon rubs Jin's back to calm him down, and it did work. Jin's eyes color are now back to normal. The cart stopped as they are now at town square where people are waiting for them. They got off and everyone came. JK, everyone, my sweet people, I am back with my queen. Meet him, Kim Taeyong. Everyone was looking at Tae adorably. The first person, he is really beautiful. Second person, yes, our queen is the best. And soon the whole crowd started cheering for Tae and praising his beauty. Tae got shy and looked at JK. JK whispers, come on baby, say something to them. Tae, hi everyone, thank you for giving me respect. I'll make sure to keep this respect in your eyes for me. Again everyone cheered. Yoongi, let's head back. It's already been 2 hours. JK, yeah, let's head back. The cartman turned the carts back to the palace. On their way back, halfway on the hill, the cart stopped. JK, what happened? Shike asked to the cartman. The cartman, My Majesty, there is a dead wolf. JK widened his eyes. JK, love, don't come out, okay? They nods. Namjoon, JK, and Yoongi immediately got off the carriage, and Jin, Tae, and Jimin stayed inside the cart with Nam Gi Cook. JK, how can a wolf come in our territory? Yoongi, Namjoon, are you sure that our territory is bounded by a spell to separate it from others? Namjoon, yes, I'm sure. I always go and check it once every week. JK, then how can this come here? Yoongi, I think we should remove it because if someone sees this, then the situation will get out of hands. Namjoon, to Cartman helper. Remove him and burn him somewhere. There is always two cartmen on a carriage, so the other three can clean it up and the rest can start the cart. JK, let's head back and talk about this. Young, call the witch who sealed the boundary with magic. Namjoon, okay. They went back in their carriage. They, Cookie, what was it? JK, love, don't think about it, okay? They, but I'm the queen. I have all rights to know about it. JK smiled at seeing Tay's passion in the kingdom's matter. JK, it was a dead wolf, but a wolf can't enter the territory as it is sealed with magic. Tay, now what will you do? JK, I don't know either. We have to consult the witch. Tay, I hope it goes on good. JK, I hope that too. Me, Yoongi-young and Namjoon-young will go in the consultancy room and you go with Junyoung as he got something to tell you. They, okay, smiles. The cart arrived at the palace and they got out. From there, Nam Ji Cook and Jin, Jimin and Tae went separate ways. With Jin, Jimin and Tae. Jin, this is our palace's library. Tae, it's really pretty. Jin, do you know this? Now, this was Yoongi and Namjoon's hideout? Jimin laughing, what? Jin, yeah, they didn't really like talking, so they both used to stay here for like 24/7. Jimin, I didn't knew he liked reading books. Jin, well, he used to read books, but now he doesn't really get that much time. They they work really hard. Jimin, yeah, right. Jin, come on, let's sit in the corner. I have a lot to tell thee about. Jimin, you know everything, right? Jimin, yes, Yunsto already told me about it. Jin, okay, so let's start with my story. I guess it would be interesting. They, excited. Yes, please. Jimin, even I don't know about you and Namjoon Young's love story. Please tell. Women sat on the sofa and Jin sat in front of them. Jin chuckles. Okay, okay. Actually, I was a human just like you both. Women, what? Jin, yeah, I remember. It was somewhat around 100 years ago. Yeah, 100 years ago. I was just a normal boy, just like every other at that time. I used to help my father in farming, but one day I met Namjoon. He was injured. I helped him and he stayed for 2 months in my house because he was badly injured, and one day he disappeared. Women, huh? Jin, yeah, he went back to Vampire World for days. I kept crying because I missed him. That's when I realized that I love him, and one day he came back for me. He came back to take me with him. Women, aw. Jin smiles, remembering that time. Jin, he brought me here and told me that he's a vampire, which was next to impossible for me to believe, but he took out his fangs, and that made me believe him. They, did something happen with you which happened with me and Cook? Jin, it did. We became mates after he sucked my blood. Women, so Jimin. Then what happened after that? Jin, well, we were in love and he told me that humans can turn into vampire and only a vampire can marry other vampire. So he turned me into a vampire and we got married. They, wow, but about you being pregnant? How can you be pregnant? Jin, a male vampire can give birth. It's been 100 years and finally I'm pregnant. We tried a lot but I couldn't get pregnant. Now finally all my wishes are coming true. Jimin, that's good. I hope you stay blessed like this. Jin smiles. Jin, they, now you should also turn into a vampire. They, but why would I turn into a vampire? Jin, to marry Cook? They pouts. But he hasn't even proposed to me yet. We just talked about marriage. Jin, he doesn't need to propose you. He already marked you as his by sucking your blood. They, but he has sucked others' blood as well. Jin, but he left you alive. To be a vampire's mate, you need to get your blood sucked, and you have to be alive after that. And after that, you can lick with each other anytime. They, what happens after Cookie and I marry? Jin, you are going to be vampire queen. After you marry Cook, you're going to give birth to the next king or queen. They, really? Jin, They, but why are you not vampire queen and Namjoon Yeong king? Jin, because Namjoon is Cook's cousin brother. They and Yoongi Young as well, right? Jin, yes. Actually, their Namjoon and Yoongi's parents died in a war with werewolf. They, you mean wolf who can transform into human? Jin, yes. All of them tried to protect Cook's father from the werewolves and they died in that war. Cook's father was very emotional person. He couldn't take his wife and family's death, so he died as well due to sickness of grief. The sickness of grief? Jin, when a vampire is in grief about something, then they suffer from a sickness that is called sickness of grief. They can only be saved if they move on from the incident which caused it, otherwise, they die. And that's what happened with Cook's father. They, oh, that's why Cook was saying that you'll tell me about some dark past. Jin, yeah, this is very much sad. This broke Cook, he never smiled for 1,000 years, but you changed him. He started to smile. They, is it true? JK, yes. They, Cookie. They smiles, seeing Cook. He went towards him and hugged him, who hugged him back. JK, do you want to know exactly what happened that day? They, only if you want me to know. JK, you have all rights, my love, and you have rights to know even more than that. Earlier, with Namgi Cook, they were sitting in the private discussion room. There were 5 chairs, and Chiki was sitting on the center chair, while Namgi was sitting on either side of him. Chiki, I don't get it. How did it came in? Yoongi, the spell on the border is really strong. Chiki, if one can come in, then others can too. Yoongi, which is not safe at all. Namjoon, what if it's a runaway wolf? JK, could be. Young, where is that witch? Namjoon, actually Jackson went to the human world. So instead of him, other witch came. Yoongi, what do you mean? Namjoon, for past 3 weeks another witch is sealing and checking the border. JK, and you got to know now? Namjoon, yeah, that was a shock to me as well because I met Jackson 2 days ago for boundary sealing. JK, so who said that Jackson went to the human world? Namjoon, the new witch. She claims that she is his disciple. JK, she is lying. Namjoon, yeah, of course she is lying, but what could be the reason? JK, maybe she is a wolf as well. Yoongi, why do you think that? JK, just think. A wolf came in and died because of the power of magic on the boundary. And then Young is saying he met Jackson 2 days ago. And that witch claims that he went to human world 3 weeks ago and hasn't returned. That could mean only one thing. Namjoon, that two wolves came in. Yoongi, the first one was the bait so that magic could not affect second wolf. JK, and that second wolf is a witch as well. Otherwise, she wouldn't have known this. Namjoon, let's call her in. She doesn't know that we know. JK, fine, let her in. Namjoon clapped, and the woman came in with a huge cloak with a attached cap that covered her face. She bowed 3 times in front of them. JK, so you are the disciple of Jackson who's been sealing the boundary with magic. Which? Yes, my majesty. JK, oh, then he must have given you a message to conduct it to me, didn't he? JK stood up from his chair and walked to the witch. Witch? No, my majesty. JK, really? He didn't tell you that wolves aren't allowed in vampire world? JK shouts the last part and removed the cap from her face. He was shocked to see. JK, Lisa? Yoongi and Namjoon draw their swords out and pointed it at Lisa's neck. Lisa, how's my surprise? Lisa laughs evilly. JK, what are you doing here? Lisa, guess who I am, Mr. John Jungkook, the great vampire king? JK, no way. You are the werewolf queen? Lisa, yes, and soon to be vampire queen. JK smirks. That will never happen. Lisa, it will, by hook or by crook, whispers. Even if I have to kill that boy Taeyong. JK smirks. You can think about it freely, but after I kill you. Lisa, well, that can't happen. Don't you remember what curse is on you, dear vampire king? JK, what are you talking about? Lisa looks at Namjoon and Yoongi. Lisa, oh, you both didn't tell this to your dear brother? JK, what is she talking about? Lisa, it's okay. I'll go back to my land and you both can tell him the whole story. But I'll be back for you, my vampire king. Lisa laughs and disappears into thin air, while her laugh faded slowly as she disappeared. JK was shocked. How can she disappear because werewolf cannot do magic? JK, what just happened? How can she? Yoongi, her mother was a witch and her father was a werewolf king. That's why she can do magic. JK, you both knew this since the start and about the curse as well? Namjoon, we promised your father that will not tell you this until it's necessary. JK, but now it is, so tell me. Namjoon, let's tell this to Tae as well. He has all rights to know about it. JK, okay then, let's go. What curse is on Jungkook? Why Lisa wants to marry Jungkook so badly? Will it hurt Tae if Lisa does something in future? What must have happened between werewolf and vampires that all the family members died protecting JK's father? If you know, if you all know, then comment it. So cupcakes, I hope that you all enjoyed this story, this episode, and I will upload the next episode after 2 weeks or 1.5 weeks because next week I'm coming up with a new one small story which is going to be really emotional. There's going to be no smut in it because it's going to be a cute little story. Okay, so see you in next episode. Burahi.